Hey everybody, welcome to Everyday Waffles, where I make one beautiful effing waffle that fuels me the entire day. So let's get my hands washed up, and I'm playing with something brand new. So I've got a monitor over here, a webcam, computer around the corner. I'm trying to make it like super simple, so all I have to do is not have to worry about putting my phone up on the wall anymore. So we'll see how this all works. So I tried it out last night and turns out it did not have any volume. So it was kind of freaking hilarious. So anyway, so I got a lot of things prepared in advance because like I said, I cooked this waffle recipe last night and I wanted to have plenty of this recipe because I am going to be making some really special dishes for St. Patrick's Day. So I've got four, I've got one coming in tonight, and then three more. I'm going to tell you all about that as we get going. So let me show you over here what I've got going on. So, uh, right now I'm putting in the kale base. So we're doing a savory kale power waffle with a real hearty gravy. So this is gonna be like really good on my tum tum. Just fill me up full of great nutrition. So, all right. So right now I've got the wok going, and so I've already put in 3 cups of uncooked kale. Then I'm about to put in, oh, and I put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now I'm gonna add in 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put in 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds, and then we're gonna blend this up with a 1/4 cup milk and make it a puree. And then we're gonna go ahead and get into our waffle, and then I'll tell you all about the hearty gravy that we're gonna put on top of that too. So I'm pretty excited about this. So since I have so many things pre-mixed, this should not take too long because this is I was thinking about these wonderful hearty dishes I'm going to be doing for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm calling it my 4-leaf clover, 4 recipes. So I'm taking 4 traditional Irish recipes and turning them into waffles. Freaking hilarious. All right, I'm going to put in my sesame seeds real quick, and then I'm going to put in the garlic. Oh, it's going to be so delicious. It was the first time around. So let's see how it does in a second. Let me turn that fire down a little bit. So yeah, it's gonna be really exciting getting these savory dishes in, and plus trying out this new equipment. So we'll see. So notice no clipboard here because I have a little bitty monitor over here. So I wasn't using my Echo Show very often. It was over on the back of the wall. Like whenever I'm working out, which I really don't like to do, it was just more of a distraction. I would just sit there and watch it rather than actually working out. To me, we're talking about. So so yeah, so I thought, well, what am I gonna do with it? You know, I'm just like, because actually the reason I got it was because I had to lay on the couch for a year, so it was perfect for then. But now it's like, oh, I don't know. So I thought, wait a minute, put it up on the wall, put up the webcam, computer's right around the corner, take out the whole phone portion of it, boom, and now we're gonna see how it works. So this is the full test drive. This is gonna be fucking awesome. Because, you know, I mean, we're just eating dinner here at my house. That's what we're doing. And so if we're just having dinner at my house, then I want to make that as simplistic as possible. And that way I can just really enjoy, you know, hanging out with you guys or whoever's here at the house. Oh, this is going to be really delicious. At least it was last night when I made it. Because the gravy did take a while to do. So I was thinking about maybe like having that video and like maybe dubbing my stupid little voice over it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so now the kale is reduced down. So now I'm going to turn this into a puree. So it's almost like I want to dub this the baby food waffle because there's so many purees going into it. But it's a waffle. So I got really used to purees when I was just starting to eat. And so anybody that is in your world that is dealing with having to have purees, this is a really good a way for you to just kind of like enjoy what it's like to eat purees or make them. I don't know, there's something nice about them. They're really comforting. They go into your system really easily, you know, because this thing's been sliced and diced a few times, so it's nice to, you know, have that smooth going through. All right, let's do our Kimberly Freedom KitchenAid. Hang on one second. Kind of loud. I'm gonna go dance. All right, so what I did was I added 1/4 cup milk to this, so that way I could turn it into a real nice puree. Okay, I'll show you what this looks like. Here we go. Just a nice, beautiful green hue. Kind of like, it almost looks like if I was making pesto. Yeah, sharps off to the side. Yeah, it almost looks like a pesto. So, now then, I'm going to go and plug in my waffle iron. And get that going. So, I've already put together the dry ingredients. Like I said, I wanted to try and speed this one up just a little bit. Okay, so we put in our 3 cups of kale with our olive oil, our minced garlic, and our sesame seeds. And then we stir fried that all up and put in our milk and then turn it to more of a puree. So now that's gave us about a 3/4 cup of kale. Once it's been all the way done, it's about a 3/4 cups. And then so now I've added into here a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, 2 tablespoons of flaxseed, tablespoon of baking powder, 2 cups of flour, and then 1 tablespoon of onion powder and a half of a tablespoon of black pepper is what I've added into this. And I'm going with a larger recipe because this is going to fuel me for a little bit. So, because I'm going to be giving away some waffles. All right, so then in my wet ingredients, I've got 1 cup of 1 1/4 cup milk and 2 eggs and 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. And then I've got the puree here. So I'm going to go ahead and add this in and switch out my whisk to a big spoon. Hey, can I borrow you a big spoon? Okay. Mixing in those eggs. I'm actually using actual eggs. Somebody gave me some eggs. So I'm using those. Alright. Now I'm going to just add in this wonderful green goddess of nutrients right here. Woohoo! I'm excited. This tasted so good the first time around. Fucking hilarious. I'm making this twice. Okay, let me show you what we got going. Looks like I'm gonna need just a little bit more milk though. This is pretty thick. All right, get a little bit more. And we're using actual milk too. Oh my God. Like all of a sudden, like Dairyland just happened in the house. So I'm just gonna add a few tablespoons because remember, with waffles, a little bit goes a very long way. All right, add a little bit more. And stir this up. So now I've added about 4 tablespoons to it. Now it's looking better. Getting a better consistency, as you can see. This new camera angle is kind of wild. It's gonna take me a minute to get used to it. Okay. I'm liking that. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, so I'm gonna let this kind of sit to the side. And the reason I'm gonna let this sit to the side is I want everything to kind of like soak in a little bit. and we'll talk about what I'm doing for the gravy over here. So what I've done on the gravy, okay, this is a really interesting gravy that I made. Wow, I'm gonna use a mouse. This is fucking hilarious. I don't believe I'm using a mouse. Okay, it almost feels like I'm at my moneymaker. So, all right, so I took 2 carrots with 2 small sweet potatoes, and then I pureed those. So I steamed them. I got them super soft, mushed them down, and put them through the food processor. Then I took 1 packet of brown gravy mix, and then 1.5 cups hot water. Then put in a teaspoon of pepper, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and then at the very end, I added in uh, 1/2 of an onion and turned that into a caramelized, beautiful onion and put that in on top. So this is our nice hearty gravy, which I'm finishing warming up over here. So as you can see, that would have taken quite a bit of time on camera. You guys would be like, Brian, shut up by that point. Okay. You're probably already saying that, but I don't care. You stuck with me. All right. God, Enrique Iglesias song, I think, with me. Oh, anyway, can't remember. So, this is about ready. This is telling me it's ready. This here is nice and pinky test. Mmm. It's tasting so good. God, it's delicious. Kind of weird. There's a lag between the two over here. I'm like, whoa. And I'm cracking myself up. Hey, it's new stuff. Getting used to it. Doing everything by my telephone was pretty cool though and simple. But now this is kind of like supposedly going to be more simple in the future. We'll see. Time will tell. Okay, let me oil this up. Make sure my temperature is good. Yep. I'm on closer to the low side today. And as you can see, I made quite a bit in here. So this is gonna yield me 5 waffles, I hope. 4 to 5 waffles, we'll see. And then I'm gonna put this in here. And got it. This is finished here, so I'll turn that off and set this in the back burner. And go ahead and flip this bad boy over. All right. Okay, so while that's going, we've got our waffle iron going. We've got our wonderful hearty gravy that we're going to put on top. All of our incredible nutrients. And now let me grab this little mousy thingy and tell you kind of what's coming up. I'm really excited about this. It's really weird to have it on the screen over here. I much prefer my little clipboard, but all right. So we're going to be doing a shepherd's pie waffle. I'm so excited. So we're going to be doing mashed potatoes with some flour, eggs in the base. And then I'm going to be putting in some, instead of lamb, I'm going to go ahead and do some beef inside of that with some peas and carrots and onions and then a little bit of gravy and a sour cream on top. And then I'm going to do an Irish stew waffle, which I'm going to be doing, once again, some beef with some stewed potatoes and herbs. And then we're going to be putting in some carrots and parsnips and onions into that one with some herbs and like with broth and herbs on top. We're going to be doing corned beef and cabbage waffle, which is going to be fucking amazing. That's going to be a corned beef hash mixed into a potato-based waffle with some cabbage in it. Oh, I'm just so excited to try these. And then Kolkanen, I'm probably doing that wrong. You'll have to let me know. We're going to be doing a Kolkanen waffle, which is a traditional mashed potatoes with kale and cabbage mixed in waffle. So these all just sound really good to me. I'm super excited. And we're going to be starting off with the shepherd's pie waffle, which I'm actually be doing later tonight for you guys. So now back to our, this is so, I feel like I'm in a little movie studio. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Okay, so that's done. That's done. This is all nice and warm. I guess it's time just to kind of rinse off my hands again and grab a plate. I made this really simple. And as always, this show is brought to you by Homo Sweet Homo. It's going to be fun to see about the editing process and then putting it through on the computer. Because seriously, all up to this point, I've just been using my phone for everything. Kind of fun. You know, it's like I'm not really a big fan of having to use the computer at the house. I'd rather, well, anyway. All right, grab a plate and grab a fork. Pretty excited. This wonderful, wonderful gravy. I cannot wait to put this on there. It's so delicious. So fucking delicious. And let me go just rinse a couple of these things off. So you guys, hopefully you're getting excited for St. Patrick's Day. It's going to be a fun time for all. I don't know. I'm pretty stoked about this year. Last night, oh my gosh. Hopefully you guys went out and saw the eclipse. Wow. That was amazing to watch the eclipse last night. God, that all of a sudden, you know, the skies were beautiful. And it was just a little after 11 p.m. and just, wow. Just so magical to watch that. I don't know. Some things just really make me happy. It was one of them. Okay, it's ready. Let's take a look. See what we got. Woohoo! And this is pretty light. Well, it's dense, but it's pretty light too. And very fluffy. That's why I wanted it to sit for a little bit, make it nice and fluffy. Oh my gosh! Did anybody try the cheeseburger waffle McDouble? I am going to work on that recipe and I'm going to make it better. McDouble hemp cheeseburger waffle was fucking hilarious to make. Sorry to all the other food shows that I was dissing on. It was kind of a hilarious thing. Oh my gosh. 5 hours of cooking shows of all different varieties. That was a lot. Well, for me anyway. I don't really watch TV. So, all right. Here's our awesome waffle. And these camera angles are much better to see stuff. That's pretty cool. Here's our waffle with a beautiful, this beautiful smell of kale. And then you have the nice, the smell of the roasted vegetables in here. That Worcestershire sauce is really coming through. And get a nice quarter of that for myself. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at this beautifulness right here. This is so enjoyable. I'm looking forward to our next waffle. Oh my gosh. Next time you see me, I'm going to be doing shepherd's pie. All right, let's give it a whirl. God, it smells so great. Mmm. Yep. That's good. Mmm. It's going to freeze up so nice. And then I'll just put this wonderful gravy on the next few of them. Oh my gosh. I've got 3 days covered right here. Take care, everybody. And I'll see you after a while. All right. Bye. Right. How do I work this mousy thing? We're going to figure this out. Bye, guys. I think. No. Yes. Maybe. Uh-oh.